Say hello, everybody. This is Vitali here at Red Barn Productions, and we're setting up to do the live in 5 for 8 p.m. This is basically going to be the pre-show because I'll give everybody time to get over here and join in. And I've got to set up a few things. I've got some pictures that I want to try out, and unfortunately, I have to have the video running to get those up and working. So we're starting just a little early while I do wonderful things like set up the Facebook's text. Y'all just bear with me here. Let's see if I got this right. Hey, David. I'm trying to install a widget that'll bring the chat comments into the video, and I'm having fun. It says 1979. I think I've got it. I've got Skype. I've brought Skype into XSplit. We worked on it some last night. We got the kind of sort of working. Had a bunch of problems, and I've worked on that today. Hopefully, I've got it figured out. I will mention that if you're on a Windows computer and you're running Windows 10, Windows 10 should come with a free version of Skype. All you have to do is set it up. Of course, I'm not monitoring the video. Hold on a minute here. Let me do something. Now I'm monitoring the video, and I've got the text coming into my live stream, the comments. I'm getting a little bit of a head start. I'm actually starting 18 minutes early because I wanted to have all this up and going. And hopefully a couple of you that are jumping on early might want to check out and see if your version of Windows has the free version of Skype and set that up so you can call in. If you do want to call in, you can see up here at the top of the screen. If it's scrolling, I'll have to look and see. And you can call Red Barn Productions U.S. And that we should be able to bring your audio and video into the live stream. Dan Acosta from Access Unknown out of Huntington, New York, was kind enough to work with me last night, and we got most of it figured out. Hopefully we have it all figured out now. I haven't been able to check it today. I don't have anybody to call in to make sure that it's working. But it should work. So I've almost got this to where we originally wanted our radio station to be. If you remember, I figured the hell with it. I'll do all this and just make use of what we have. And most of it's free. I do pay for XSplit, but it's like $9 a month. Everything else, I either already own it or it's free. And for anybody that's just now joining in, this is Live in 5. We are doing the pre-show because I have to set some things up before we start the show itself, because it's something that I can't set up and then save. The video actually has to be up and running before I can do cool things like bring the comments into the live stream so we can see them. I got it done just a hair faster than I intended, so now we've got to fill 15 minutes of time. I really do not expect a lot of turnout tonight. I just don't. But maybe we'll get a few participants like we did yesterday. It would be nice if we could get as many people to join in like they did Christmas Day. But nonetheless, in the last 5 episodes, we've done a pretty good job. In the last 28 days, we've reached 311,933 people. And let's look at the last 7 days. We've reached 115,152 people. And that's just off 5 episodes of Live in 5. So it's a start. The more people come join in and participate, the more people will reach, and the more people will be able to get to come over and check out your pages. David Liming, if you're still here, if y'all do not know who David Liming is, he's a producer out of Canton, Ohio. You can find him at Ill Family Entertainment here on Facebook. I try to mention him every night because he participates almost every night. He's a great guy. Do stop in and check him out. He works in all genres, so hit him up and see what he can get going for you. I'm going to come back over here to my main page now. And if you have Skype and want to call in, by all means do so. If you do not have Skype and you have a telephone, there's a number scrolling here right there, and you can call in by phone, and we'll bring you in your audio into the live feed. I don't expect you to hang around all night, David. I know that you're really busy, but if you get a chance and you want to stop back in after 8 and see if there's anybody else participating, it'd be great to have you back. If you want to call in, please call in. I always enjoy talking to you. We can just get a good old a gossip fest on music going, and Me and Dan Acosta, he called in last night. We were just going to be on it 5 minutes trying to set up Skype. We ended up online for over an hour. For those of you that are not familiar with Live and Five, basically, I'm just trying to give back to the artists and help artists grow their fan base. Uh, it doesn't matter if you're on Facebook, Twitter, Spotify, iTunes, Reverb Nation, CD Baby, Bandcamp, Amazon, wherever it is you're trying to attract people to. Have that link. Share the link in the comment section. We'll bring it up online. We'll discuss it, talk about it, and we will try to get some of the people that follow me uh, to come over and check you out. Click that like button. Click that follow button. Click that play button. Uh, Maybe even click that buy button. It depends on what it is that you're trying to do, and it's not just for musicians. I mean, you can be a singer songwriter. You can be a solo artist. You can be a band. Comedy, stand-up comedian, painter, photographer, cinematographer. If it's anything to do with the arts and the entertainment, we're glad to help out, and that's what it's all about. I realize it's nothing fancy, but we do the best we can with what we have. All this is self-funded. I'm the only person here working, so I'm running audio, I'm running video, I'm doing the commentary, I'm interacting with the people in the comment section. So it gets crazy. It's unplanned, it's unscripted, and most of the time it's unorganized. But we do the best that we can, and we've helped a few people out so far, and we're hoping to help a lot more. So now I've got to pass 11 minutes with absolutely nothing to do. I do have permission to stream a song by Nathan Nicholas, and we could bring that up and go ahead and stream it now. And let me get the media player up. Say hello, everybody. This is Vitali here at Red Barn Productions, and we're setting up to do the live in 5 for 8 p.m. This is basically going to be the pre-show because I'll give everybody time to get over here and join in. And I've got to set up a few things. I've got some pictures that I want to try out, and unfortunately, I have to have the video running to get those up and working. So we're starting just a little early while I do wonderful things like set up. Anyway, that was Someone You're Missing by Nathan Nicholas. That's one that we're working on here in the studio. It's not quite finished, but it's pretty close. And that is my twin sister. Hello, Maria. Hell, that's not nice. And I was just fixing to tell you that I do, in fact, have a twin sister, and she's a lot prettier than I am, but now I think that I would be lying. No, she's a lot better looking than I am, I assure you. Well, we actually started the show early because I had to set up some things, and the video has to actually be up and running to do that. And I've got it done, so I guess I can go ahead and click the share button. Hopefully my audio is sounding okay. We were having a lot of problems last night when we were trying to integrate Skype over into XSplit. Uh, Unfortunately, I don't have anybody handy with Skype to call in to make sure it's working right before the show starts. So we'll just hopefully have figured out hopefully it's working right. But if not, hopefully it'll be something that we can get going as the show is going on, and all will be well in the world. My friends are sitting there shaking their head going, it's hard to imagine anybody meaner than Butch. Now, if you're watching the video and you want to participate, do me one favor. Click that like button. Click the share button. Invite your friends to come over and join in and participate, especially if they're artists. Uh, my sister here, by the way, uh, she's a painter, a sculptor. She makes homemade artesian soaps. Uh, I do not have a link to her page handy, but if she shares it, then I'll share it with you. Or she can just share it in the comments and you can go check it out. I know that she's right in the middle of trying to get a coffee shop open in Durham. Is it Durham, North Carolina? I have to stop thinking about it because she was living in Durham, but Durham and Raleigh are so close together. I have a brain part. Theoretically, you could live in Durham and have a business in Raleigh, no problem, I guess. Kind of like Midland, Odessa. I will take this time to mention that there's probably about a 1 minute delay between what's going on here in the studio and what you're seeing and hearing on Facebook. I've seen some red words flashing up on the top of my screen, so hopefully it's not too bad. Uh, it looks like it's streaming just fine. Dumbledore's Brew Shop. The Witch's Brew. Hogwarts Stew and Brew. Hello, Butt. Butt is an artist from South Africa. I believe it's South Africa. He does a reggae slash world style music that I really, really like. Uh, and you can find him on Reverb Nation. Hopefully he'll share that link again so we can share it again tonight. I really like his music. I've always liked reggae. I don't care what language it's in. And his is just fresh and modern. It's really good. I really enjoy it. West Africa. I'm sorry. There is a difference, y'all. I am still here, alive and kicking, so that beats the alternative. I've got my hoodie on because it's cold here and it's cold in the studio. But I have the heaters going. I'm probably hogging up my hard drive on the computer because I'm actually recording this as I stream it, and I'm going to edit it later and put it up on YouTube, so it will be available on YouTube and more people can check your work out. I will take this time to mention that if you do not want your music in my video stream on YouTube, let me know, because my YouTube channel is monetized and I use that money to help support the studio and the live stream and all my charity projects. I don't make a lot of money off of it. I made a whole whopping $100 for 2017. So I'm not getting rich. I cannot afford to pay royalties. Uh, no. We do have three viewers. I'm sure that one of them is Butt out of West Africa, and the other one might be my sister. Uh, I love her, but she gets distracted real easy. She's over going, I don't get distracted. Ooh, shiny, and she's gone. Love you, Maria. For those of you that don't know, Palma Maria, down here in the comment section, her name's Palma Maria Justice. That is my twin sister. And well, if you'll share the link to your Reverb Nation page again, but I will play one or two of your songs right now while we're waiting on people to join. And people will be glad that I did. It's great music. I did manage to get the chat over the comments over into the live stream so I can see them, and makes my job a lot easier. Hey, about it, Josh Lydia. Thank you, bud. Josh Lydia is out of South Carolina. He's a musician. You can find him on Reverb Nation. We shared his link last night and played one of his songs. And if you'll share the link again, I will run over tonight and play one more of his songs tonight while we're on there. I do have the links on previous videos. If you're watching any of the previous videos, do be sure to check the comment section and click on the links. Go give them a like, a follow, show them some love. Unfortunately, I don't save these links to where I can just click on them and pull them up every show. I know it may seem a little frustrating to you, the individual, but you can only imagine how it would be for me sitting over here running video, audio, commentary. And while my hair is not blonde, it should be. That's why I always ask the artist to actively participate, because nobody cares about your project or loves your project more than you do. And I can't stress this enough. Nobody is going to promote your work or build you up any more than you do. And thank you, Josh. It's much appreciated. We love you, brother. Be sure to click that like button. We've done real good. In 5 episodes, we've reached 115,152 people, and it's thanks to everybody clicking the like and the share. I'm hoping that we can get that up to in the millions, because the more people that come over and check this video out and listen to your work, the more people will come over and click that link in the comment section. The more people are going to go over and click that play button, click that like button, click that follow button, and that's what it's all about. We're going to pull up Josh while we're waiting on Bud. And we played... What did we play last night, Josh? Better Days? I'll wait for a minute to give Josh time to hear me and answer back. There's a 60-second delay between the studio and Facebook. And I've done everything I can to whittle that down, but it's nothing I can do. So, which one do you think we should play next? Well, I'm going to pick one. How about Help Us All? We all need a little help sometime, right?
Think of the story that my grandpa told me. Growing up as a young kid, didn't have much money. He quit school in the 3rd grade to work through the hard times. How he worked hard all day just to make a dime. Said we never complain about anything we got, no matter ever one of us should fall, counted our blessings at the end of the day, asked the Lord to help us all. Grandma was 14, he and her got married. Said that he was 19, he didn't care. Said it's just a number, it don't mean a thing. 50 years later, still her biggest pain, but we never complained about anything we got, matter how big or small. Still have each other, that means a lot. If ever one of us should fall, count our blessings at the end of the day, ask the Lord to help us all. Grandpa is gone on, left his work behind. Think I finally caught on what I had to find from those words of wisdom that he left for me. Now on I'll use them, my own family, so we'll never complain about anything we got, matter how big or small. Have each other, that means a lot. If ever one of us should fall, count our blessings at the end of the day, ask the Lord to help us all. Ask the Lord to help us all.
And that was "Help Us All" by Josh Lydia, and I really like that song, Josh. All we need now is a big old campfire, some marshmallows, and a cold beer, and it would be the good old days. We grew up running around uh, with the guy that played guitar and sang, and there'd be like 30 or 40 of us get out at night and carry on, and just we had good times. Oh. I'm overloading my processor. Ooh. I'm surprised, but I think it's because of all the graphics I've got going on. And this next one is Butt Geese. I can't pronounce your name, and I apologize if I butchered it. But the name of the band is Canoe Mavar, and they're from West Africa, and they do reggae, world pop. And we're going to go ahead and stream that now for you.
Yagana obalegi maniche liko suni rakat suni tam luara nyunime ba mai tuti tanka au mon sansanyu lanka yenen tukuma magmui padi mer wala sahmui jampa ba mai tuti tanka Aumon sansanyu lanka Yonen tukuma magmui padi mer wala sah mui jamba Alhamdulillah Mansanta nara bana bama meye magane jiwa yuriumba Dici wax digle ko ci bépp gox wàccoog seeni digle diine ba ñu naan waaw góo ba tey maa di leen damoo man seetlu naa gone yu léegi amatuñu xàmme ràññee ndajewu mag fu mu am ñoo koy mujjee rax ci dolli duñu meye duñu saraxe Bani am problem Si sen alal sama way Damani tegal dem Balena sena Yagana boba legi manije Soni rakak soni dom Luara nyuni me Now yagana Boba legi manije la tuga la hol soni rakat soni tam luara nyuni me Tell them say what we need again. Education is what we need. Free our people, free our nation. Internet Paris wulu chine, radio télévision joxe seni démission well. Education is what we need. Free our people, free our nation. Corona baril émission éducation. Mu melni yak ndaw ñi lañu def mission we. Sen kër jàpp leen mbedd mi am na ci jër way fexe leen gën ko xër Education is what we need. Free our people, free our nation. Mama
I will say right now, it doesn't matter what language it's in. That's a great tune right there. Uh, if I was on a road trip and that came on the radio, I would not change the station. I just really enjoy good music. That's feel good music right there, y'all. Uh, I listen to all different genres. I've grown to appreciate stuff that even uh, may not be my particular taste in music, but because I work in the music business, I have grown to. I've developed an appreciation for a lot of different forms of music, including death metal, uh, uh, Tiana. Uh, you just can't work in the music business and be closed-minded and not be willing to listen to new things. And you're very welcome, Bud. That was a great tune, and I love it. Unfortunately, I don't speak anything but English, and I just speak that barely. uh, but it's a good song. I love the beat. It was well produced. I liked everything about it. Like I said, if it came on the radio while I was on a road trip, I would not change the station. I would probably get a speeding ticket, to be honest. I really enjoyed it, and I really liked that "Help Us All," Josh. That was a great song. Uh, well, it's 8:19. The show itself has been live for 19 minutes. I actually started earlier because I had to set up some software. If you want to call in, I do not know why it is not streaming, but we'll bring it back up here and see if we can get it to stream. There we go. I do have Skype set up, and hopefully it's working right. Uh, if you if you're running Windows 10, there's probably a free version of Skype included in your Windows. Just type in the search bar for Skype, pull it up, and set up your Skype, and you can call in. And to call in, it's Red Barn Productions U.S. And that will bring your audio and video into the live stream, and you can actively participate and be in the video. And I'm seeing some freezing up over here. It may be because I'm hogging up all the resources. Let me see what I've got open here. It could be my internet. I live 50 miles the other side of hell. I'm sitting there looking at the statistics, so it's probably my internet. I do not have a monitor up to monitor that, but I'm not using but 40% of my GPU, my graphics processor, and I'm not using but 40% of the CPU, so it's not the computer. I am blessed to be sitting here in the studio, so I get to hear this music on really good speakers, and I get to hear everything, the lows, the mids, the highs. So I encourage any of y'all, if you're listening on your cell phone, as people these days are wont to do, at least get a good set of headphones. Please. Listen to that music and enjoy it the way it's meant to be enjoyed. I live 50 miles west of hell. We don't have but two seasons here: hotter than hell and colder than hell. You really can't say that it's civilization because we don't have but one internet provider, and we don't have any other options. It is about 48 degrees here in the studio. I will mention once again, for those of you that just tuned in, we streamed a tune by Josh Lydia. If you'll look through the comments, you'll find a link to his Reverb Nation, and you can go listen to his music there. And we did one by Bud Geese. You can find him in the comments as well. Look for the link for Reverb Nation. Go over and check him out. Show him some love. Great tunes. If you want to call in, the phone is on. Let me make sure the ringer's on. I'm bad about turning that ringer off and forgetting to turn it back on. Yeah. And the number is scrolling across at the bottom of the screen for the phone. If you have Skype and you want to call in and be in the video, you can use Skype, and you can call via Skype redbarnproductions.u.s. It's scrolling at the top. That's it right there. I guess I could put those in white so they stand out a little better, but I just didn't want it to be so boring. I'd paint the whole world purple if I could, y'all. Purple is my favorite color. I found me a suit yesterday online that if I had the money I'd order it. It's a dark purple, and I know it's loud and trashy, and I'd buy it anyway. I'd rock it. Purple suit with a black shirt and a purple tie. I don't mind it being a little cooler, Maria, but ideally the temperature would be 68 degrees for me year round, because anything below 60 I'm freezing, and anything above 70 I'm burning up. I've had 5 really bad heat strokes, and I don't regulate my body temperature right. Yeah, I really liked Josh Lydia's music, and I enjoyed yours. I was hoping some more people would come join in tonight, but I was afraid that they wouldn't. It's in between Christmas and New Year's, and people are at work, and but we're going to do this one more night for this year, and we're discussing doing one for New Year's Eve. I haven't decided whether we're going to or not. Well, I guess while we're here, Josh, I'll pull that up. Yes, it is. New Year's Eve is my birthday. Josh, is that your music? Is that your band, or is that somebody else? I don't want to stream it and then get in trouble by somebody saying it's theirs. Unfortunately, there's not one up called Friday Nights. This is all that's up, Josh. Country Ways, I Ain't Backing Down, Too Far Gone, Bad Luck, and Long Hard Haul. You know what? I've had a lot of bad luck of late. I believe I'll just play that one. How about that?
Weatherman says it'll be a scorcher, no doubt. You better stay indoors and don't come out. Record my AC was working again. And to make things worse, sitting in my front yard, there's a repo truck backing up to my car. Oh, this just adds the icing to the cake. Don't I feel like a lucky man today? Yeah, if it were for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. If it wasn't for the ground, I'd have no place to fall. It always seemed to find me whenever luck comes to call, yeah. 'Cause if it were for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. After playing the show with the boys tonight, we all go to the bar to drink and unwind. Had to walk 5 miles just to catch a ride. I get the feeling this ain't my lucky night. Finally made it to the club, and what do I see? The man upstairs, he's checking IDs, and lo and behold, I left my wallet at home. It looks like bad luck, it just won't leave me alone. Yeah, if it were for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. If it wasn't for the ground, I'd have no place to fall. It always seemed to find me whenever luck comes to call. Cause if it were for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. It always seemed to find me whenever luck comes to call, yeah. 'Cause if it were for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Yeah, if it were for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all.
That was a great rocking little tune by one of Josh Lydia's bands. And I don't mind streaming that tonight, Josh. I just want to point out that we're trying to actively promote current artists and bands and stuff. I don't want nobody's feelings to be hurt. But I do thank you for sharing that, because we don't have a lot of people participating, and it was a great song. I love listening to it. Tomorrow night we're going to have a special guest out of New York, Dan Acosta. He's an actor, a professional wrestler, and a great musician, and he's going to join us via Skype. Hopefully everything will work out, because if it doesn't, I don't have anybody else lined up for tomorrow. I loved it too, but it was a great tune. But I do want to take the time to point out that we're trying to actively promote current artists and bands and art. You know, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings or embarrass anybody. I want to be clear about that. I need to go back. I wish this is a problem I'm running into during the live stream. Let me pull this up and show you. You see the comments? I'm limited to the last 4 comments. The older comments, I cannot go scroll down and check them out. later after the video is over, after I've ended it, I can click and then I can sort through the comments. But it won't let me do that while I'm actually live. I don't know why. Uh, yeah, Dan Acosta. I think he's most well known for Fat Guys in the Woods. It was a reality TV thing where they picked him up at the airport, took all his luggage and his cell phone, and him and some other guys, they drove him out into the woods, said, we'll pick you up Sunday, and left him. And they had to survive off of nature for a week. There's probably another way for me to do this, but I do not want to be hogging up resources trying to get over to see older comments. Uh, it's frustrating, but here's the thing. Other than what I'm paying for the broadcasting software itself, we're doing all this for free. That and my light bill. So pretty much. No, they had to. I think at one point they were even eating bees, Maria. He's had some little cameos. I think in NYPD, not NYPD Blue, but Blue Bloods. Some other stuff. He's a professional wrestler for a wrestling outfit out of New York State, and he's a great musician. One hell of a nice guy, and he will be with us tomorrow night, provided that the world don't end, or we don't have the internet is up. You know, there's a lot of things that could prevent him from joining, but he is scheduled to be with us tomorrow night via Skype, and that if we can make it all work, it'll be a lot of fun. Let me refresh this page. I'm going to do it this way. Now I can see more comments. I can't sort through them, but I can see them. I can see. No, I can only still see 4 comments. Ah! Well, we've been streaming 35 minutes. I guess it's time to wrap the show up. We've been doing hour shows and hour and a half shows. And Josh, thank you for sharing. If you're able to make it in tomorrow night, we'll stream another one tomorrow night. And it really helps because it's slow right now. And it's going to take a while to get the word out. This is brand new. We've only been doing it. This is the 5th episode. I'm going to take my jacket off. He's working on a new album, but he did tell me last night that he would try to share one with us tomorrow, one of the or 2 songs off that new album. So I can't wait to hear him because I've already heard one and I loved it. It was like really good. It's he does rock, and I'm trying to think of who it would be the equivalent of, and I'm just not having any luck right this minute. Because it's a little harder hitting than his normal stuff, but I really liked it. It's not death metal by any means. It's just rock with a little harder edge, I guess. And this cold weather, the field mice have invaded the studio. I do not know what I'm going to do. I cannot believe it. Y'all can't see it, but I've got a big cup up here with pencils and pens in it. and I think a mouse has got into that cup because I hear it chewing on something, and I see the pencil moving. Oh, for those of you that don't live out in the desert, the struggle is real. We've got snakes and spiders and scorpions and mice, and you never know what's going to turn up out here. Yeah, there was a mouse. I hate to be cruel to animals, but I'm gonna have to set out some mouse traps or something because they've invaded since this cold weather. I hear them all over, and I looked over. You could hear, they're chewing on stuff, and you can hear them. I could hear a mouse chewing on something. I looked over, and my pencil was moving up down in this big cup. I'm like, no. uh, is that my sister on my mother's account, or is that my mother? If that's my mother, hello, Mom. I've already said hi to Maria, and she knows I love her. I love you too. My biggest supporter right there is my mom. I love her. Love her to death. Uh, I will keep that in mind, Josh. I always try to stream when the artist is actively participating, because if there's anybody that wants to interact with you and talk to you, then you're here to do so, and that's how you get them to come over and click that like button and that follow button and that subscribe button. Uh, it's 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 something that artists have to do, and in the process, I get to meet a lot of great musicians, a lot of great artists, make new friends. Uh, I've got almost 100,000 people following me on Twitter, and I carry on conversations over on Twitter every day. And a lot of people's like, well, I don't know how you have time for that. Well, I make time for it because without them, I wouldn't be able to do anything. I, you know, I will say that most of the time, it's hard to get anybody to click that like button. It's extremely hard to get them to click that follow button. It's even harder to get them to click that buy button. Uh, it's just tough. I'm not sure why it's saying that I've got high CPU usage when I've only got, it's only using 40%. But it may be because I'm recording too. So I need to end this video, y'all. It was a wonderful time. We will be back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. I will be on early with the pre-show, setting stuff up. So if you want to come over a little early and click the like and the share and invite your friends to come participate, it's greatly appreciated. But we're going to try to be Johnny on the spot on time. So I'm going to come in a little early because, like, this little chat thing that's up right here, the video has to be up and live before I can even make that work, before I can set it up. Stuff like that. But I am glad to have it though, because now I can see it over here on the broadcasting screen, and people can watch the video and see it later as well. They don't necessarily have to look through the comments. But if they see something in here that they like, they click on the comment thing and go through it and find the link. You see what I'm saying? You know, maybe it'll help. I don't know. But it makes it easier on me. And unfortunately, nobody called in on Skype, so I am going to take the call-ins down because I'm closing that out because we're gonna wrap this video up in the next 2 minutes. Thank you, Butt, I hope you come back tomorrow night. You've got one more song that I want to play. And I really enjoyed your music. Hopefully you'll get some more up. and we'll get to hear a lot more of your work. Though, Josh has got several more songs up that I want to hear and share. I see that Daryl Blakeney jumped in and clicked the like button. I don't know that he's here or not. Daryl is a wonderful drummer and a recording engineer and mixing and all that. I was privileged to hear some tracks off an album that he was working for a band that he was with, and he did all the engineering on it. Just did a really good job. And thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for participating. I sincerely hope that you get more likes and more plays and more follows and more fans. If you have an artist page on Facebook, when we're live, please grab that link and come share your Facebook page in the comment section, and we'll actively try to get people to come over to your Facebook and click that like button. If you're on Reverb Nation, we'll share that. Same thing with Twitter, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, Bandcamp, CD Baby. It doesn't matter. We'll try to get people to come check it out. And with that, I'm going to wrap up the video, and do not forget, it's going to be Dan Acosta tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Time, U.S. This is Vitali here at Red Barn Productions, and y'all have an awesome evening.